Hey, 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 Monday Morning Jumpstart is here. Hey, y'all, good morning. Happy Monday. What is today? Oh my gosh, we've got so much stuff going on, you guys. I'm super duper excited for this morning. Happy Labor Day. If you guys are taking the day off, then, well deserved. And can I get like a little cheers here in the morning? Every time my husband and I get up in the morning and we have coffee or tea, whatever we're having, then we do cheers. Like it's a requirement. And so, yeah, we'll do cheers. So I'm saying cheers to all of you and y'all. Okay, we've got so much to cover. I'm a little overwhelmed. Um, but I want to just start by saying good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so excited to see you all this morning and so happy that you're in here with me. So come on in. We've got giveaways this morning. We have a power pack topic. We're going to be celebrating so many things. So y'all come on in, get your coffee or your tea, whatever it is. And can we talk about this mug? Oh my gosh, y'all, I've discovered something. I have a thing for cups. Anybody have more cups than they know what to do with? I mean, like we open the cabinet and there's stuff pouring out. Anyway, yes, I've got a thing for cups. And this one was calling my name. Now, this is part of a set and it comes from the Pioneer Woman collection. Y'all know Ree Drummond? Yeah, she believes in butter and sugar and cowboy boots, and I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. So anyway, good morning, y'all. Come on in. Hey, Sarah Juliet Fruman, what's going on? And the amazing Kim Dudash, who's in the middle of who knows where right now, having the adventure of a lifetime. Hey, Coach Kim, missing you, girl. I know you're somewhere doing something fabulous. We are glad to see you this morning. If you are joining us this morning, if you are new, welcome. We're super excited you're here. Come on in. Come on in. Get your coffee, your tea. This is the way we do it if you're new. So you'll know how to roll every Monday morning right here on the public Facebook page of the Rock Your Vision Masterclass community. This is the way we do it. Now, honestly, I am feeling some kind of way because I've got the studio all to myself. The RYV squad is out doing their thing. They're doing their stuff. And I am so excited for them. I'm going to be doing my stuff in a little while, but I did not want to miss the opportunity to come in here because we've got some amazing goodies that we're going to be sharing with you, celebrating so much. So let's talk about that. What are we celebrating? We are celebrating, first of all, dun, 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 we are celebrating my mom's birthday. And for those of you that don't know, my mom, Clara Alice Price James, she was a Price before she was a James, who hails from Charleston, West Virginia. It's her birth month. Now, I think that's a really big deal because I am always looking for a good reason to have food and friends and all that kind of thing. So we're going to party all month long. Who's here for it? I'm here for it. Absolutely. So we're going to be doing some of the things that were really, really special to mom. And one of the things that mom loved to do was she loved to give stuff away. She would give you the shirt off her back. And so we're going to be doing mom style all month long with giveaways and panelists and all kinds of good stuff. Y'all, if you're not following us, please make sure to follow us. People fuss at me because they're like, Karen, I didn't know you were doing a giveaway. Or Karen, I didn't know you were going live with such and such guest. Y'all, you've got to follow. Now, we've got a brand new YouTube page, so make sure you pop over to YouTube. Sarah's going to pop that in the comments. By the way, Sarah Juliet Freeman is here, y'all, and she is our social media manager. She makes sure that all this stuff gets out into the interwebs, because if it were up to me, honestly, I'd be sending a carrier pigeon. But anyway, make sure to follow us on YouTube and be sure to click the notification button so you'll get notified when we go live. Same thing on Facebook. You can find us right here most every single Monday at 8:15 Eastern Daylight Time. And then you can also find us. I think we're streaming. Where else are we streaming, Sarah? I think I probably forgot something. Anyway, that's enough. Y'all get the picture. Okay. So celebrating mom's birthday, giving stuff away. Yes, yes, yes. Can't wait to tell you what those things are. And it's Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. And we're going to be talking about that and celebrating that. Now, that's significant for a few reasons. As many of you know, my mother had ovarian cancer. She eventually succumbed to the disease. But I want you to know she absolutely kicked ovarian cancer in the teeth. My mom was an amazing woman. She is the namesake for our kind of set of businesses. You may know the Alice Project, or TAP, TAP Executive Coaching. TAP is an acronym for, guess what? The Alice Project. And Alice was my mom. That's right. I named my businesses in honor of my mom at the time because she was still alive. But when she passed away, I kept that name. And so all throughout the past, I guess, 7 years, we have paid tribute to mom's life and her legacy by featuring amazing women and doing amazing things in September. So teal is the color for ovarian cancer awareness. So that is why you see me bedecked in teal, and also why this just absolutely screamed at me. Y'all, this was meant to be, wasn't it? And guess what? Somebody is going to be winning one of these cups and the matching bowl. Can I get an amen? Anybody? Somebody is going to win it because I had to have one. And I'm like, there's somebody who needs that. This just absolutely makes me giggle. Anyway, okay, let's pop into the comments real quick and see who we've got here. Good morning, y'all. Come on in. We've got some stuff to talk about. And today, our topic is discovering your worth. Y'all, I'm telling you, discovering your worth. Now, why am I talking about that today? Because, like I said, we're celebrating Mama Clara. That's what we called her. That's what we still call her. And, you know, my mom was an amazing woman. She was an artist, a textile artist. She was an accomplished professional. She was a college graduate from West Virginia State University. Anybody know West Virginia State University? Y'all tag somebody who knows West Virginia State University. They have since, I believe, renamed the school, but she was proud to be from West Virginia. And honestly, I know very few people from West Virginia. Anywho, Mom was the type of woman who did not know how amazing she was. She did not know her own power. She didn't know that she had options. And so one of the things that I spend my life and career doing is helping men and women discover that they have options. Okay. I mean, that's like huge. How many of you are here for it? This topic, discovering your worth. Somebody needs to know. Do me a favor. If you are new, or maybe you're part of the RYV Nation, the RYV tribe, go ahead and start a watch party. We're going to be talking about discovering your worth. I'm going to give you some power plays to help you unpack it. I'm going to share a little bit of my story. And guess what? I want your questions. I'm taking your questions. So go ahead and drop them in the comments. Okay, back to our live feed. Hey, live community, what's going on, y'all? It's so good to have you in here. We've got Coach Kim Dudash in here. We've got Sarah Juliet Fruman. We have Shay Houston. Yes, y'all. She's my new bestie, and I'm going to tell you why. So one of the giveaways that we're doing today, we're going to be giving away some yummy food products. Why? Because y'all, my mother could make a gourmet meal out of a paper bag and some onions. I mean, Mom could cook, y'all. And I know some of y'all got some mamas like that. I'll be over later. But anyway, mom loved food. She would gather the family and gather her community around a table. And I'm telling you, she could heal with the way that she cooked. And so I wanted to find some amazing kind of small businesses to support. And I came across this amazing young woman. Her name is, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Shay Renee Houston. And she owns Shay Renee. That is a mouthful. Shay Renee macaroons. Am I saying that right? Sis, I need you to tell me. Drop it in the comments. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. She has the most amazing product. She makes macaroons, and the base ingredient is almond flour. I think that's right. Shay, we need to have you macarons. Is that right? Macarons? Okay. Okay. We're giving away 4 gift sets of the macarons. Okay. These things look gorgeous. I've never had them. I didn't need to have them. I could taste them through her website. Y'all go check her out. Do me a favor, Shay. Drop your website address in the comments so people know how to go directly to you. Because I'm telling you, Mama would be all up in those macarons. We want to say it right, okay? Hey, Beverly Wilkes, good morning, sis. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Do you have your coffee or your tea or your water or whatever it is you're starting the morning with? Y'all, I am drinking almond bark, coconut and almond bark tea. That's right. It's from Bigelow. Y'all, if you don't know the tea brand Bigelow, I'm here for it. I really, really, really need y'all to taste this tea. And now, if you don't like coconut, this will not be your thing, but it is the perfect little shot of caffeine. And so, yeah, I'm here for it. Okay. All right. Listen, if you're here and you are streaming live with us, I need you to pop your name in the comments so I can say hi. I may give you a shout out. I'm just saying, say hi if you're here. We want to know you're in here. All right, let's see what else do we have going on. Let's see. Let's talk a minute about our other giveaways. So we've got 4 sets that we're going to be giving away of the Shay Renee macarons. You can find her at shayreneemacarons.com. Y'all go check her out. I'm telling you, they make amazing gifts, and we're going to be giving away 4 sets between now and the next couple of days. We'll talk more about that. We have 5 sets, you guys, of the trauma recovery book by Dr. Denise Colson. You guys know that she is the executive director for Eagles Landing Christian Counseling Center. They are an amazing practice. I think she says they have 21 counselors and therapists helping professionals. They're also adding testing to their suite of services. You remember last Monday Morning Jumpstart, we talked about mental health, and what an amazing show that was. You guys, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It is absolutely powerful. We want to be able to bless our community with resources that help. Okay? And so we're going to be giving away 5 sets of that. You'll get the book and the workbook. This is a self-directed study. And I should say, full disclaimer, I have studied under Dr. Denise Colson, and she is absolutely amazing. Her specialty is trauma recovery. And I'm telling you, life-changing stuff, you guys. Okay. Let's see. I've got my notes here because I am bound to forget something. Oh, I got more giveaways, y'all. I'm just going to put it out there. We'll do these between now and the next couple of days. I want to just give a shout out to Sow Reap Harvest, another one of our sponsors. Sow Reap Harvest is a subscription box. It's a gift box that is full of amazing goodies. Y'all check this out. Is this not the cutest little framed piece of goodness here? Her intuition was her favorite superpower. Come on. I know somebody needs that. I've got several of these gift boxes because I subscribed, and I know several of you have as well. You can go to sowreapharvest.com, a female Black-owned business, as is Shay Renee Macarons. I'm here for it. Amazing. But Sow Reap Harvest is an amazing subscription box where you get just this amazing collection of inspirational, incredibly useful things. I've gotten a planner, I got a journal, I got a makeup bag, I got a mug, I got all kinds of things. Next show, I think we're going to do an unboxing of that. But anyway, we're going to be giving away our little beautiful little framed mat here. And wait for it. Here we go, right here. Y'all check this out. This is a 2020-2021 planner. Y'all, I've got plans. Yes, I do, for 2021. You say, Karen, I'm terrified about what's coming. I don't know what's coming. There's all kinds of things out there that, who knows what's going to happen. Yeah. But I don't have a spirit of fear, y'all. I got to keep it moving because as long as I have a pulse, I have a purpose. And so do you. So I need y'all to get to planning and thinking and stepping outside of it. And you know what? Today, we're going to talk about one of the things that can get in the way of you rocking your vision. We're going to be talking about discovering your worth. Okay. I got a lot going on. Listen, if you are watching here in the live stream and you are new, go ahead and put #new. We just met the amazing Shay Renee, and super excited to have her in here. She's brand new to our community. Can y'all just say, good morning, Shay Renee. We're glad to have you in here, sis. Super proud of you. Super excited about the way you're showing up. We're here for it. And love supporting you. We got Sajatha Lee. Good morning, love. How you doing, sis? Oh my gosh, Sajatha Lee is an amazing young woman. She is a designer, and she specializes in products in the Muslim community. And I'm telling you, she has something amazing going on. And Sajatha, we are super proud of you and super glad to have you in this incredibly diverse community. Super, super excited. Oh, and wait for it. One of my boos is on. Jerry King. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hey, Jerry King, what's going on? I miss you, and I'm going to be in your neck of the woods really soon. I'm just saying. I will be in your neck of the woods, and I'm going to be coming to find you. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else is going on? Y'all know I get distracted when I see people I love. Okay. So discovering your worth. When you hear that, I want y'all in the comments, I want y'all discovering your worth. What comes up for you when you hear that? Discovering your worth. Anybody? Discovering your worth. I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Here we go. Y'all, that is so good. Toasted coconut and almond bark by Bigelow Teas. Somebody tap them or tag them, because I would love, as we celebrate Mom's birthday this month, hey, Bigelow Tea, I would love for y'all to send a box of tea to everybody in the live stream. I'm just going to put that out there, right? You have not because you asked not. So I'm putting it out there. I want Bigelow Tea to send everybody who is in the live stream today a box of tea, just to celebrate Mom's birthday, the namesake for this amazing community. And also, it's Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. Okay. Yeah. Hot tea is part of my self-care routine. So I'm just saying, Bigelow Tea. Yeah. And also, y'all go and support the pioneer woman, Ree Drummond. Go and follow her everywhere. I'm obsessed with Ree Drummond. I am. I don't care what y'all say. I'm obsessed with everything she does, everything she bakes. And if it's got butter or sugar in it, I'm in. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay. We're talking about discovering your worth. Y'all, speaking of experts in discovering your worth, we have the amazing Philip Williams in here. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm going to have him on a live stream in October, when the entire month of October is dedicated to the men. Philip Williams, I'm just saying, I may need you and Lawrence Henderson to host a show. I'm just going to put it out there. Okay. Anyway, so answer the question. when you hear discovering your worth, what do you think of? Shay says, my ability to move forward no matter what. Girl, yes. That preaches her ability to move forward no matter what. That's what she thinks of when she hears the phrase, discovering your worth. Sajatha says, appreciating our values so much that we love it and share it with the world. Yes, sis, come on. That is so good. Let's see. Beverly says, discovering your worth, understanding the value that you are bringing to the table, which is what I think she meant to say, that you're bringing to the table. That's right. When you know your worth, you understand that what you're bringing to the table is valuable. Come on. Y'all are killing it. Yes, absolutely. You know, I picked this topic this morning to kick off the celebration of Mom's birthday and the recognizing Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, because I think there's something to be said for understanding your worth, not from the perspective of how much money you make, like monetary worth, but understanding your intrinsic worth. Come on, y'all, that's good. You have to understand your intrinsic worth, because let me tell you something. There's some unintended consequences to not knowing your worth, and we're going to talk about them. But I want to tell you for a moment, I want to share a little bit of a personal kind of vignette, if you will, because I'm wondering if any of you have experienced the same thing. You know, when my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, 7.5 years before she actually succumbed to the disease, it was devastating. It was overwhelming. It felt like literally the world just kind of stopped rotating on its axis. That's what it felt like for me. And I was a busy executive at the time. I was getting ready to go overseas to see my team. I had things to do. I was so thrown for a loop. Has that happened to any of y'all where you experience something that is what I call like a sucker punch from life? Maybe you've experienced multiple sucker punches. Hello, COVID-19, right? Where you had expectations, you had plans, you had hopes. When we got the diagnosis, we were not expecting that. We went to what we thought was a routine medical visit for my mom, doctor's visit, and we got news that we didn't want to hear. And at the time, Mom's cancer was stage 3. Now, y'all wait for it, because this is not the Bad News Bears show, okay? This is a show about victory and triumph, and I want y'all to lean in, but I think there's something to be learned about Mom's story, because I think part of what happened as I watched Mom kind of go through that experience, but more importantly, as I look back on her life, was that although my mom was accomplished and beautiful, my mom was drop dead gorgeous. Y'all have probably seen Mom's picture. And she was beautiful. She was accomplished. She was an officer's wife. She entertained dignitaries. She was a musician. She was a gorgeous vocalist. I mean, she had so many things going for her. And y'all, Mama didn't know her worth. She didn't know her worth. And I remember watching her, as some life circumstances happened to her, lose herself because she had relied so heavily on what other people thought about her. She relied on her titles and her roles to fill her sense of being and worth. That was Mom's life. And so when Mom was diagnosed, I eventually left my job and was in a position where I could leave my job to become her full-time caregiver. But I'm going to tell you that it knocked me for a loop, because here's what I recognized in my mom. What I recognized in my mom was that she didn't know her value and worth. Her value and worth was tied up in her roles. But wait for it, So was mine. So was mine. Because when it came time to fulfill that caregiving role, when I had to step away from my job, y'all, I didn't know my name. I did not believe that I had any value and worth because I no longer had a formal job title. I no longer had this amazing career. I no longer had an amazing salary that I could depend on all the time. My worth was tied up, my value, my how I was esteemed and my perception of my how I was esteemed was wrapped up in all of that. Now I know I'm preaching to somebody, so I'm just going oh my gosh. Shay says, you were telling my story. Okay, sis, like seriously, we need to talk. Beverly says, we must come to an understanding of our intrinsic worth. That's right. Because here's the thing. Y'all, this is so good. I'm getting excited. I can feel it. It's coming. Y'all, if you do not know your worth, you will stay in stuff longer than you need to. You will settle for things that are not for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need a minute. I'm going to take a minute. Because okay, you guys, seriously. Philip says, I've been there, done that. Yes. Haven't we all? Beverly says, Mama Clara was pretty amazing. So beautiful from the inside out. Beverly, I forgot you knew Mama. You met Mama. I think she came to one of our events at GE Supply. Y'all, that's a way back. That's a throwback. Y'all don't know anything about that. Anyway, Beverly knows what I'm talking about. Yes, my mom was amazing. And here's the thing. Y'all wait for this. Come on in. I need y'all to share this with somebody. Start a watch party. Tweet it, share it, like it, follow it, whatever, because here we go. My mom was amazing. She didn't know her value and worth. And you know what? There are people in your life who do not know their value and worth. I'm not talking about how much money you're making. I'm talking about your intrinsic value, what it is you bring to the world. Okay, I'm going to get going. I'm going to share some of these power plays, and I need you to write them down. I need you to tweet them, share them, because somebody needs to hear this. Okay, but before I do that, I want to do one of my giveaways. Anybody? I'm going to give away, I think right now, and Sarah, I need you to help me keep track of this. I am going to do a giveaway of one of the gift sets from Shay Renee. I'm going to get it right, sis, I promise. Shay Renee Macarons. Okay. Shay Renee Macarons. Y'all check her out on the interwebs. Her website alone, like I could eat it like straight from the interwebs. It is gorgeous. But she makes the most beautiful, and they look so delicious macarons. You are getting a gift set. And that is for somebody right here in the live stream. Let's see. I'm going to give it to Miss Sajatha Lee. What? Hey, Sajatha. Girl, I'm going to send you a little treat. I hope if this is something that would be of interest to you, just drop a note in the comments and then DM us your address, because we're going to be sending those to you. I want y'all to taste this goodness from Shay Renee Macarons. She's based here in Atlanta, y'all. Yeah, she's based here in the Atlanta area. So I'm super excited to be able to bless somebody else. Okay, we are right now. I want 40 people to be watching this in the live stream. So when we get to 40, I'm going to give away, I think I'm going to do the planner. Y'all, this is from one of my favorite stationery companies. It's called the Happy Planner. Have y'all ever seen this? Okay, I'm already planning for 2021. Yes, I am. And I want y'all to look at all this goodness. I can't open the pages, but they have, in fact, I think I am going to open the page. I'm going to open this because somebody needs this. I don't know who it is, but somebody needs this. And I want you to be encouraged that you need to be planning. I understand you don't know everything that's going to happen, but I'm just going to tell you, one of the things that happens when you know your value and worth is you get busy thinking about possibility. You can write that down. You're welcome. When you know your value and worth, you get ready for possibility. You may not have all the answers, beloved, but you don't need to have all the answers to get ready for possibility. That's a whole workshop. Philip Williams, am I right? That's a whole workshop, y'all. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous planner. I am like a planner addict, y'all. Okay. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So when we get to 40, in the live stream, I'm going to be giving that away. Okay, so Jatha says, yes, please. She loves macaroons. Okay, girl, they're yours. You got one set, Sarah. Sarah, I need you to keep me honest because I will give away the farm. My husband will tell you I will give away the farm. Anyway, okay, let's talk about the things that happened to me. You remember, I recognized I did not know my value and worth, but that journey for me did not start when I was, VP of whatever. It didn't start there. It started much earlier. And here's the truth: that if you're someone who questions your worth, if you're someone who questions your worth, that didn't start yesterday. There was a journey to that. There always is, you guys. Come on. There's always a journey to that. And at some level, we all experience that. We all experience that sense of, you know what, maybe I should stay quiet. Maybe I don't have a place at the table. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking about rocking my vision. I mean, nobody's buying anything, right? Maybe it's, well, I know I didn't like the way it felt when they spoke to me that way, but it's okay. It's okay. They have needs. When you don't know your value and worth, you're not connected to your core values. Somebody needs to hear that. I'm just saying, okay. For me, I recognized that my struggle with understanding my worth started when I was a child. Come on. It started a long time ago. And I can remember the first time that somebody did something to me that did not feel, it made me feel, wounded. Have y'all ever had that happen when something happened to you or someone said something to you or you had an experience that made you question whether or not you were worthy, maybe worthy of respect, worthy of opportunity, worthy of being heard? Y'all, anybody, have you ever felt like that? There were some things that happened to me that I look back and I was like, where did it begin? And I'm going to share some of these, and I just want you to let me know if you've ever experienced these, or maybe answer the question, when did you know, if as far back as you can remember, when did you know that something was happening to you that made you question your worth? Here we go. For me, I recognized that as a child, crying or getting mad or expressing fear was unacceptable. I'm gonna set somebody free. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna put it out there. Getting upset, being mad as it was not a good thing. Okay. Now, this is not about I had horrible parents, because I had awesome parents, but they were a product of their time. And particularly if I was doing something wrong or bad or whatever, being upset, getting in trouble, it was not a good thing, right? I came from that generation where you spoke when you were spoken to, and you didn't express being upset. That started a long time ago. We're going to talk about the outcome of that. So that crying or getting mad or being upset as a child, it was addressed as something that needed to be corrected. Okay. It needed to be corrected. You're out of order. Now, that's life changing. That kind of insight is life changing for those of us that are parents, because listen, I'm gonna be for real, and some of y'all know this. I'm a disciplinarian. I believe in respect and honor and all that sort of thing with with in parenting, with authority, all that good stuff. Like, I'm not the like, oh, just let them find their way on their own. It doesn't matter. They scream at me. I'm not that person. I just need y'all to that somebody help. Anyway, but there's something powerful about teaching children to have a voice. If they're upset, if they're crying, kind of my thing that I've had to grow into is teaching children how to express their emotion, how to be upset, how to set boundaries and all like that. I've gone on to another topic, but that was one kind of experience looking back that I now know, you know what? That thing of not understanding my value and worth and recognizing that I have emotions, and those emotions are signals, right? I may need to get them in check. May need to explore them more, but I learned at a very young age to bury my emotions and my feelings. I'm talking to somebody this morning. Okay, here's the other one. Being bullied. I was bullied, believe it or not. That's a whole separate topic. I was bullied as a kid, but it was a matter for my own personal growth versus something that needed to be addressed. Being bullied, oh, you're just being too sensitive. Or get this one, ladies, come on. Oh, he's just punching you because he likes you. Anywho, I rebuke that, because let me just tell you that we learn personal boundaries as children. Come on. We learn personal boundaries as children. Being able to recognize when somebody puts their hands on you, when somebody calls you out of your name, come on. We got to teach our children how to speak up. We have to teach our children how to set boundaries. We need to relearn ourselves how to respond to things that violate our core and our values. But I don't mean react. Notice I said respond. Come on. Because if you're reacting to everything that comes your way, I'm telling you, you're going to end up in a dark place. And I'm going to be honest with you. So many of us are reacting to the things that are happening in the world right now that are kind of eating away at our worth. We're reacting, right? There's a story there. One of the things that I had to do when all this started in 2020 with quarantine and the civil unrest and all like that is I had to go deep and think about, why is it that I'm responding to things the way that I am? And the reality is that a lot of the way I was responding was stuff that had happened a long time ago. I'm just completely off topic, y'all. Okay, anyway. Here's what else. My understanding of authority ranked the needs of others above my own awareness of my own stuff, my own needs, my fixation on authority. Y'all remember, I grew up in a military house, an amazing military house. My dad is amazing. He is 91 years young. And somebody said to me, Karen, why don't you bring your dad on? Because y'all, he'd open us in prayer and we'd be there for 3 hours. I'm just saying. And so, but maybe one of these days I'll have him on. He's cute as a button, 91 years young. He was a military officer, a professor, and a pastor, sometimes all at the same time. So you can imagine how things went with me. So authority was everything in my house. Anybody? Mr. Philip Williams says, oftentimes we can't see our value because of a pathology that hasn't been addressed. That's deep, bro. That's deep. Yes, that's exactly right. we can't see our value and our worth because there's something underneath that's driving that. That is so good. So my second thing, this was a signal, y'all. I'm talking about signals. My understanding of authority ranked the needs of others above my own awareness of my own needs. Okay, so I put my needs off to the side. Well, that's okay. No. I I know you need to be heard. And so, although I didn't like that you just called me outside of my name, come on, it's okay. It's okay. Or putting up in relationships. Okay, y'all, I'm about to walk off set because now we'll talk about relationships and we'll be here all day. For those of you, especially you young people, y'all, anyway, if someone is in your life that is crossing personal boundaries, you will know it because that internal center that you have, in my world, this is just me, we call it the Holy Spirit. Okay? That the Holy Spirit, your center, your core is there to protect you. And every one of us has those feelings that come up when our worth is being trampled on, right? When I work with clients, we do a core values exercise where we look at the things that matter, our core, the things that compose or that are driven by our how we were raised, what we believe, our faith, all of those things. You have to learn to listen to that inner voice. Because if somebody is in your life that is toxic, is dragging you down, can't enjoy your success and celebrate with you, you need to be checking whether or not you understand your core and your worth. I'm just saying, I'm just going to put it out there. Here's the other signal that I had, y'all, that it was kind of a, I guess a signal is a good word. My own need for acceptance. And again, this is going back and kind of looking and seeing, what was it? What was the sign that I didn't understand my worth? My own need for acceptance buried feelings of being unsafe, unheard, and unseen. I kind of alluded to that earlier. My own need for acceptance. I was more interested in being accepted than I was in speaking up or setting boundaries or removing myself from a situation, whatever. Remember, I said it at the beginning. If you don't know your value and your worth, you're going to stay places longer than you need to. You're going to put up with behavior that offends your core, your values. You are going to settle. You are going to take on those behaviors. I'm just going to let that sit a minute. If you don't know your own value and you're more worried about being accepted and fitting in, I'm speaking to somebody this morning. Young people, you are going to miss the mark. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to end up in a relationship that drains you or destroys or crushes your spirit. I'm meddling all kinds of ways this morning. I really am. And I understand that. So don't y'all send me any nastiness because I'm not going to read it. This is for somebody right now. Okay. You guys need to hear this. If you don't know your value and your worth, you're going to end up in stuff that you have no business in. And every adult on here can talk about, can tell you stories about staying and stuff. But Mama Karen, Miss Karen, Auntie Karen, you don't understand what I've been through. You don't understand how lonely I am. I could tell you, in fact, Reverend LaBelle Sanders will tell you some more than 30 years ago, a conversation he and I had. I was single at the time, and I called him Waylon. As I was like, I don't understand why I'm not in a relationship. I think I'm a good person. You know what? Sometimes to find your value, to discover your worth, you have to do that work in silence and quiet. Come on. You cannot do all of that work, y'all. Y'all can't do that work with an audience. I'm walking off. I'm just going to leave right now. You have to do that inner work when you are quiet with yourself. You can take feedback, but then you have to process that feedback. I'm a business owner. I run 2 businesses. I got kids coming out of my ears. You know, I got a lot of stuff going on. But sometimes I need to do that inner work, and I have to do that in quiet. Listen to me. All of this stuff going on in the world, it's heavy, but we're processing that stuff, responding to social media posts and doing all like that, y'all. It's a trap. I'm telling you, it's a trap. Sometimes you have to go off into the quiet to do that inner work so you can do something that Mama Clara used to say all the time. You got to go get your mind right. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Here's the other thing. Here's the other clue. As I look back on where did that thing start, where I didn't understand my own value, where I didn't understand my own worth. And I just said it. I lacked the discipline to be uncomfortable with the hard work of being unpopular as a child, as a young person, and even as an adult. I'm going to tell you something. This is a coaching construct. How you show up anywhere is how you show up everywhere. Whew! How you show up anywhere is how you show up everywhere. You can see patterns of behavior. And this is funny to me, y'all. I'm just going to be honest with you because my daddy used to say that patterns of behavior. I can see patterns of behavior, and I used to roll my eyes. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Dad's up to it. How you show up anywhere is how you show up everywhere. You will be able to see, if you look back on how you made decisions, why you made decisions, who was involved, why they were involved. You can see patterns. I'm going to set somebody free today, and I'm just telling you that discovering your worth is so important, because if you don't know your worth, you will never step out to rock your vision. I just felt that again. I'm telling you, the ground is moving underneath me, because this stuff is going to set you free. You say, Karen, you don't understand. Are you not watching the news? There's a pandemic going on. What are you talking about rocking your vision? Listen to me. Look around at some of the companies, some of the individuals that are innovating, that are mastering the shift. That's our theme this month. They are mastering the shift. Why? Because they're tapping into their worth. Listen to me. I'm telling you, knowing your worth, discovering your worth has nothing to do with whether or not you feel like it. You are worthy whether you feel like it or not. You were born worthy. Remember what I said? If you have a pulse, you have a purpose. I think we're going to do a poster for that, and we're going to give away the poster maybe next show. If you have a pulse, you have a purpose, beloved. There is nothing that changes that. No circumstance, nothing you've done, no financial status, whether you have a job or you don't have a job. Christy Kent, hey, Christy, my girl, Christy. Y'all, Christy is my girl. She says, you're never too old to discover your worth. I hope some of my young people are listening to this. I don't know where my girls are, Rachel and Hannah. Anyway, I hope y'all are listening to this, because I'm talking to you. You're not in my office and you're not sitting at the dinner table, but I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to all your friends, and I'm talking to all of the folks out there, men and women, because I'm going to tell you something. We talk about this in the context of women a lot, but there are men out there, young men out there, who do not know their worth. Anyway, Shay says, knowing my worth allowed me to have a grand opening in the middle of a pandemic. Come on, sis. I saw your grand opening. Y'all, Go follow Shay Renee Shay Renee Macarons on Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere on the interwebs that you can find her. She stepped out, and I'm going to tell you something. That's how I found her. That is exactly how I found her. Shay, I saw your post on your grand opening, and I'm like, look at this chick. She is like showing up large and in charge, and look at God. Come on. Beverly says it's important to have my me time. I had to put it on my schedule. Yes. And not allow my family to interrupt it. Beverly, you're wearing me out, girl. This is good. When you know your worth, you will recognize and start creating space for yourself. I said it last week. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. I get it. And I did it. When I was a full-time caregiver, how many of y'all are caregivers in here? Or maybe you've been a caregiver. You know what? I was doing everything. I was, running an HR organization in 4 countries. I was mom to a toddler. I was a stepmom to 2 gorgeous and amazing young women, active in their life. I was trying to be a wife. I was trying to be a daughter. I was trying to be a community member, worship leader. I was doing everything. I was doing too much. I had given away too many pieces of myself. There's your next power play. When you don't know your value and worth, you will give away too much of yourself. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Shay says, I was a caregiver for my dad. Yeah. Some of you have gone that journey. I wish that my girl, Vicki Hamilton, I'm hoping to have her on a show. Vicki has an amazing story. Vicki Hamilton, y'all go look her up on Facebook, Instagram, and on the web. Vicki Hamilton, she is an amazing executive coach. She's an IT strategist. She did this amazing resource for caregivers. You can download her resource from her website, Vicki Hamilton. Y'all go look her up. There's somebody in here who says Shay Houston and her macarons absolutely rock, delicious. I need to know who you are, whoever that is, and you know how delicious those are. I need you to pop your name in the comments because I can't see your name. So I want to know who you are. I want to give you a shout out for giving our girl Shay a shout out as well. Okay, so I lack the discipline to be uncomfortable with the hard work of being unpopular. Okay, I was too busy like, oh no, I'm going to do these other things because everybody else is doing them. I did not want to be unpopular. I did not want to be all by my lonesome. Okay, sometimes you're going to have to be unpopular, y'all. Sometimes discovering your worth is tapping into that fact that you can do it by yourself. And sometimes you need to do it by yourself. Anyway, here's another one. This is a good one, y'all. I was prone to dramatics. I'm telling on myself. I was prone to dramatics and defensiveness if I heard feedback that painted me in a non-angelic light. It got mighty quiet in here. It got mighty quiet in the live stream. I need y'all to give me some amens because I know y'all know. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror, y'all. You have to look in the mirror. Okay? Absolutely. Alicia Newton. Anyway, girl. Look at God. Y'all, Coach Alicia Newton is in here. Hey, Queen. It's so good to see you in here. Anyway, let me get back to it. I was prone to dramatics and defensiveness if I heard feedback that painted me in a non-angelic light. You say, Karen, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with the price of milk? Right? Like, okay, what does that have to do with understanding your worth? When you understand your worth, you ready? When you understand your worth, you will subject yourself to growth and development. When you know your worth, you will submit yourself to things that are bigger and greater than you. As a Christ follower, I submit myself to the person of Jesus Christ to be able to refine my character. I don't know what it is for you. We are a very diverse community. But listen to me. I have to submit myself to something bigger than myself, right? We tell the kids all the time, don't be following people and hanging out with people who aren't doing anything. You need to be following and looking to people who are aspiring and doing things that you want to do. I mean, that's just good, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. We have Pastor Andy Smith in here. Y'all aren't ready for him. I'm telling you, you're not ready. He says denial is a misdirected filter. Never deny your worth. Deny your insecurity to be alone until you find your tribe. Mm, y'all, that is just super good. Anyway, I could go on all day. Coach Andy Smith is coming back into town, and I'm never letting him go again because I misses him. Anyway, the only place I can make change starts inside. Feedback is a gift. Yes, it is. Feedback is a gift. And you say, well, Karen, feedback is a gift that stinks because, it hurts. It stings. Absolutely. Listen to me. Growth never happens in your comfort zone. It never happens in your comfort zone. If you are feeling stretched, you need to pay attention to the stretch. Pay attention. What can you learn from it? Stop fighting it. You're worth doing the work, right? When you settle, when you just let things be, and you avoid that discomfort, that kind of that tension in between where you are and where you need to be or where you want to be. I'm talking to entrepreneurs. I'm talking to professionals. I'm talking to stay-at-home moms. I'm talking to dads, maybe that lost their position. Listen, that tension between where you are and where you need to be, you need to tap into that. You need to tap into that. Okay. And let me just say a word. This is random, but this is just coming up in my spirit. So I'm going to say it. It may not make any sense, but I'm speaking to somebody. For those of you that keep saying, I'm tired of Zoom. I don't want any more Zoom. Got it. But boo, this is where we are. Leverage it. Innovate. Figure out a way to shift. Anyway, growth never happens in the comfort zone. Here's where we are. We're going to leverage it. Think about it, y'all. The last pandemic that happened in, I think it was 1908 or 1918, whenever it was a long time ago. They didn't have technology. And somehow the human race survived. Innovate, figure it out, do something new, right? That is what the challenge is before us. It is easy to do what everybody else is doing. Okay, now I'm really fired up, y'all. I'm really fired up. I'm gonna have to sit down in a minute. Where everybody else, do the thing that is not the easy path. That's how you tap into your worth. Do the thing that is not the easy path. Where everybody else is arguing, where everybody else is spewing hate, be a beacon of hope. I did a live stream about this the other day. I think I was in my car. And I asked the question, are you a carrier? Are you a carrier? Are you a carrier of hope? Are you a carrier of peace? Or are you going along with what everybody else is doing because that's the easy thing to do? We have challenges in this country, in this world, at your workplace, in our homes. We have all of those things, but I want you to challenge yourself to tap into that place that brings you to a higher level. That's how you tap into your worth. Your worth says, I'm capable of more. Your worth says, I'm capable of more. For my leaders, for those folks out there that I'm spending time with in the coaching space, doing the hard work and having the discipline of that boot camp experience of being in a coaching engagement, you do it not because it's easy, but because you're worth it and because you have something to offer. Anyway, okay. I've gone into all kinds of meddling. Andy Smith says, I get tired of what doesn't fulfill my preference. However, it fulfills my purpose. And then I need to grow. Mic drop. Y'all catch that? Yes, we all get tired of the things that we prefer. Well, I prefer to meet in person, right? I prefer that I'm doing what I went to school for. I don't appreciate having to take another job. I don't appreciate whatever. Listen to me. There is so much change, massive shifts in what's happening in the world. We all had to adjust. I had to adjust. And you know what? Monday Morning Jumpstart was birthed out of that discomfort. I'm about to break my microphone, y'all. Anywho, I'm off topic. Listen to me. Here's what you need to know. Whether your purpose on earth is being fulfilled, it's already fulfilled and realized, or it's hidden from the world. Y'all need to listen in. I need you to just lean into this one right here. Okay, we're almost done. Whether your purpose on the earth is fulfilled or not yet fulfilled or hidden from the world. In other words, you don't know your value. You don't know your worth yet. As a human being, your very existence declares your worth. The fact that you exist means you are worthy. Whether you tap into it is a whole nother issue. It's one of the reasons why this amazing community exists. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all chew on that for a minute. Let's see. I'm trying to see who's in here and making sure I'm capturing all of these amazing nuggets and power plays. I think this is Coach Alicia. She says, your words are energy. Speak life over your life. Speak life over your life. Some of you are so caught up in, all of the stuff that's out there in the world, and just turn it off. Turn it off. You do not have to respond to everything. You do not have to follow everybody. You do not have to have everybody in your feed. It does not mean that you are being negative. It means you're being focused. Anyway, Beverly says, innovate, figure it out, do something new. Y'all, I'm so fired up. Sajatha says, I love it. All that deliciousness I'm chewing on right now. Yes, girl, yes, you know it. Okay, so here's the question. Is knowing your worth the same thing as embracing your worth? Just a question. Just a question. Come on, I need y'all to respond. Is knowing your worth the same thing as embracing your worth? Anybody? Is knowing your worth the same thing as embracing your worth? They're related, but they're different. Knowing your worth is head knowledge. You could tweet about it, right? You put out little quotes and things like that. Embracing your worth takes something different. It takes action. It takes commitment. It takes discipline. It takes getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Pastor Andy Smith talks about that all the time. Jerry King says, no, it's not the same thing. That's right. Knowing your worth and embracing your worth are different. Okay? You need to understand that, because you can talk about knowing your worth. Yes, I know I'm loved by God. Yes, I know my family loves me. I knew my family loved me. I knew that, that they would be there for me. But stepping out of my house, right? When I grew up, when I stepped out into my own world, suddenly knowing my worth was something that became an action. I had to take action on it. Come on. That's good, Karen. I'm just saying. Can I get an amen, a fist bump, a high five, something? That is good. Knowing your worth and embracing your worth are different. And there are some things that you need to know about that. Okay, listen. For a minute, I want to talk about disqualifiers, because I'm I'm seriously, like, it's about to get good. I want to talk about disqualifiers. What are disqualifiers? Disqualifiers are those things, those assumptions that we make. They are barriers to taking a step towards pursuing your vision, pursuing your purpose. Disqualifiers are those things that we use as excuses. Well, I can't discover my worth. I can't tap into what my potential is because I'm married, or because I'm single, or because I don't have enough money in my bank account, or because I'm Black, or because I'm white, or because I'm an immigrant, or because I lost my job, or got divorced, or I'm an abuse survivor, or disqualifiers. Things that we use as excuses. They are false barriers. They are false barriers. That's right, Coach Alicia, they're gremlins. And yes, Pastor Andy Smith, I'm meddling for real. Disqualify. I can't do those things. I don't have an education. I don't know these people. I live on the wrong side of town. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. Their disqualifiers are false barriers. They're excuses. Because let me tell you something. If in fact your worth is settled, if your worth is settled, and it is, those barriers, you got choices, boo, and I'm about to tell you what they are. I'm about to tell you what they are. Some of you are so stuck and so fearful because you think that the delay of quarantine is all there is. I come to tell you that is a lie. Because if you have a pulse, you have a purpose. Woo! I need a fan or something. It's getting hot in here. Beverly says, as my pastor says, if you find an excuse, don't pick it up. Oh, Shay says, I'm too afraid not to try. Now that is purpose. Come on, y'all. That is purpose. But let's go back, okay? Because I think some of you are still hanging on and you're saying, but Karen, you don't understand what I've been through. Y'all, I've been through some things too. I have. I've been through some things. I've seen some things, and I know some things. There are any number of stories I could tell you that would make you think differently about me in my own life. In my own life. There's some things that would surprise and shock you in my own life. But I got to a place where there was something rumbling inside of my heart and my spirit. This is not a religion thing, y'all. I need you to hear me. Some of you have something stirred up inside of you. You started the year and you were excited, like you just kind of put your toe out, like, and you're like, well, maybe I could start thinking about going back to school. Maybe I could start thinking about, starting that business, or maybe I could start thinking about having kids, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I'm talking to somebody this morning. You thought some things, you had some expectations, but I need you to understand something, that knowing your worth starts not when you feel like it, not when you have everything together. There's something that compels, and it rumbles deep inside. For years, it never occurred to me that I had options. When my mother passed from this life to the next, many of you know that mom died in my arms. She was my heart and soul. I was her full-time caregiver. And it was the joy of my life, y'all. It was the joy of my life. And when she passed and it was time for me to consider what was next, it never occurred to me that I could step out of and step away from what had been my bread and butter for more than 20 years. It had never occurred to me. I was doing the safe thing. I had never run a business of the type I have now. I didn't feel like I had any connections. There were other people that were doing what I was doing, right? It was a very noisy market. I live in one of the biggest cities in the country. You know, what was I doing? I remember hearing that and thinking, like, you know, who was it? I'm sorry, who did you say you were again? That's what that gremlin, Coach Alicia talked about gremlins. That's what that gremlin was sitting. Now, Precious, you remember what happened the last time you tried to dream? Oh, it was ugly. You remember that? Listen to me. When you know your worth, you will recognize that you are capable of more. I need to sit down, y'all. It's getting late. I understand. We've been here a long time, but I think this is for somebody. I think this is for somebody. You're playing small because it's comfortable. You're not applying for that job because, well, I don't have that type of experience. And now we're meddling because this is my thing, y'all. You're not applying for the job, not because you don't have the experience, beloved. You're not applying for the job because you're walking in your fear. You're stuck in your stuff. You're stuck in your stuff. It's really quiet up in here. Okay, I'm going to go into the comments because y'all are getting quiet on me, and it's okay. It's okay because I'm here having a party all by myself because Mama Clara is the heart and soul of this community. Her spirit lives with us. My mother did not know her value and worth. And when she left this world and I had an opportunity to do something next, I took my pain and I made it my purpose. I took my pain and I made it my purpose. What are you doing? Do you know your worth? Do you have any idea what you're capable of? Do you have any idea that that thing that you're experiencing can catapult you, can inspire somebody else, can bless somebody else? You're keeping it quiet and God's tapping you on the shoulder like, you've got work to do. You may not have all the answers. That's why there are communities and networks and associations and church groups and women's groups and all of those sorts of things. Anyway, my pain became my purpose. When I started in 2000, I officially put out my banner in 2014, y'all. I had no idea what I was doing. Terrified. My business coach, Marguerite Presley Davis, y'all, she's going to be doing a masterclass for us on finances, by the way. Oh my gosh, as part of a series we're going to be running in October, and I cannot wait. Y'all do not miss this. Follow, tweet, hashtag, all like that, Marguerite Presley Davis. Y'all follow her on Instagram and Facebook. She changed my life. And you know what? She's younger than me. I'm her big sister. Okay. She's younger than me, but she taught me some things. She taught me some things about running a business because here's where I was when I got to her. I did not know my own worth. And we're talking about intrinsic worth, but I'm going to be honest with you. The first time we worked together, we went through my P&L, my profit and loss statement. We went through my P&L and my CPA sent it to me. And I said, I sent it to her. I hadn't really looked at it. I sent it to her and I said, oh, I think she sent me somebody else's. So I reached out to my CPA and I said, I think you sent me somebody else's P&L. And she was like, no, that's yours. I had not even slowed down long enough to understand the impact that I had made by way of the revenue that I was bringing into my business so that I could fuel communities like this. Oh my goodness. It never occurred to me that I had worth. Y'all, I could go on all day. Okay, we're going to do some more giveaways. All right, let's see. We've got so many here in the community. I'm super, super excited. I want to give away that trauma book set, and I know somebody needs it. This is the book by Dr. Denise Colson, and it's called Break Every Stinking Chain. It is life-changing. It's the book and the workbook. Okay, it's the book and the workbook. It is life-changing. Now, Dr. Colson writes this book from a Christian perspective, but her practice, she's got 21 counselors and therapists and things like that. She supports and works in the community at large. So it does not matter at all what your faith background is. This book will change your life. It changed mine. We're going to be giving that away. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away 2 of those sets, but we're going to do those for those that register on our website for our newsletter. So pop over to rockyourvision.net in the next 48 hours. We're going to give away 2 of those sets. Then we're going to give away 2 sets, gift sets of the Chez Renee macarons. We're going to give away 2 of those sets for those of you that subscribe to our YouTube page. We have a YouTube page now, you guys, and it's amazing. You can see all of the live streams. We've collected them all in one place. I'm super excited about that. So we're going to do 2 of those. Okay, I said I would give away the planner when we got to 40 in the live stream. We may have 40 on the back end, and I'm just not seeing it, but I'm going to hold on to this, but somebody needs this planner. Now, this is the one, and again, this is from the Happy Planner. You guys follow them, check them out. You can find them on the web at happyplanner.com. It's absolutely fantastic. And this planner is so rich. It starts in July of this year and goes into 2021. Y'all, look at this goodness. I'm just saying, somebody needs this. I don't know who you are. And I want to show you my planner that I got from Happy Planner. Y'all can't have it. I'm just saying. This is my planner, and it's beautiful and blank, which means I'm about to lose my mind. And we're going to do a bunch of other stuff. But check this out, you guys. That's how they have the day set up. They have so much goodness in here. And the cover says, "The magic is in you, babe." Come on. That is so good. Y'all look at this goodness. Okay. This is my planner, so y'all can't have this one. But this other one, I'm gonna raffle off. So make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube. Make sure you are following us on Instagram and Facebook. And by the way, if you are not in the free group coaching community, please go ahead and click the visit group link at the top. I need y'all to do that. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm so exhausted. Okay. Here's the other thing. I have a big announcement. A big announcement. It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. One of our sponsors for today's show is Dudash Farms. And Coach Kim Dudash is an amazing executive coach. Y'all need to look her up, Dudash Executive Coaching. But she is also, along with her husband, Brian, a farmer. That's right. They raise beef and pork. They have the most amazing property on the planet. It's my little happy place. When I disappear, that's where I may be. Y'all, they're giving away, they're sponsoring a $100 gift card. They're sponsoring a $100 gift card. I said it right. A $100 gift card. I think that's pretty amazing. Can y'all give it up for Dudash Farms? Come on. Jerry King, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Dash Farms is everything. And Kim and Brian are two of the most amazing humans. Kim is one of my best friends in the world. And she is gifting us that, and we're here for it. So we're going to put the $100 gift card in the pot. We are going to draw names randomly. If you are in the live stream, your name is going to go in twice. Gonna get a witness. If you're in the live stream, your name is going to go in twice. You may win that $100 gift card to Dash Farms. Oh my goodness. Y'all check it out, Dash Farms. They're in Dandridge, Tennessee. And yeah, you guys need to know about it. Okay, now I have a request. And I think I got to everything, but if I missed something, Sarah, let me know. All month long, we are going to be doing giveaways. We're going to have amazing panelists. Next week, we're going to be talking about remarkable women. And the subtitle is Greatness Lives Next Door. I'm just saying, y'all don't miss next week. It's going to be amazing. But here's what I also need. We're going to be talking about women's health throughout the month of September. September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, which is why I'm wearing teal. Y'all know I usually wear pink or red or yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. And so I'm wearing teal in Mom's memory. And I'm wearing teal in honor of those who are living with and surviving the disease. I want to meet some of those women. And I want to meet some folks from the ovarian cancer community, which is near and dear to my heart because we want to talk about ovarian cancer. It's one of the top 10 killers of women. And it is the number 5 leading cause of death of cancers. So we want to talk about ovarian cancer. There's some remarkable things to know about it. There's some things that you can do in your own healthcare journey. We don't stay stuck in kind of the sad stuff. We want to empower you to make decisions. And so if you know anybody in the ovarian cancer community, maybe a healthcare provider, maybe someone who runs a community center or an outreach program for those struggling with ovarian cancer, maybe you are a caregiver or you were a caregiver of somebody who had ovarian cancer, I would love to talk to you. So send me a DM and we will be sure to reach out. Y'all, this has been amazing. I hope today that as we celebrate Labor Day, you're able to take some time off. And I hope this has been a blessing for you. I appreciate so much. We cannot do this. We can't be here without all of you. So for those of you that are sponsors, thank you so much for believing in us and believing in this amazing community. And for those of you that jump in the live stream and just follow along, we're so grateful because we want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts and ideas. We want to hear what matters to you. What topics do you want to talk about? Send us a live stream, send us a DM or put a note in the comments. We'd love to hear what is it going to help you? What is it that's going to help you master the shift and rock your vision? I want to hear all about it. Okay. All right. I'm taking off some time today. That's going to be really hard because I got 1,000 things going on. And I hope you do too. It has been an amazing time. I'm so grateful for all of you. I love you. And listen to me. When it comes to discovering your worth, you have more options than you realize, y'all. I'm just saying. Peace. Love you guys. Have a great week.